Well, it could be.
We're trying to salvage what happened.
We're trying to salvage the calamities and the just, yeah.
Dan, what could bring us back from the brink of complete despair?
The only thing that could bring back just a calm, soothing tone to FLX Beer Reviews. Another episode of Bad as the Beer Swirls, by the way.
Other half.
You know what? We can't think about them right now.
Ooh.
Today, my friend, is a day where we think about the one and only
Fidens.
Fidens, Colonie, New York, basically Albany.
Sure.
This is their Jasper, and this is a double India Pale Ale, and this comes in at a whopping 7.8 ABV. Mike, are you ready for this laundry list of hops?
Okay, tell me all of them.
Citra.
Uh-huh.
Citra.
Mm-hmm.
Citra.
Oh, that's interesting.
And Citra.
That's a weird pairing.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that label. It's just
yeah,
old
that
school
label
brewing system there, and
it's really nice.
yeah. So
Simplicity.
We picked this beer up at One Stop Brew Shop over in Greece, well, Rochester, New York, but Greece.
Some would say, Dan, there is no hype surrounding this beer.
By no hype surrounding this beer, we mean fellow beer tuber and good friend Kyle over at Beer Tuber, No Hype Beer Reviews.
Yes.
I was gonna say Beer Tuber was that for some reason.
2020.
He yeah, he lives like next door basically. He's the hype finds guy.
He's
that was canned on
3-something.
6, I want to say. They stamp it on.
There you go.
Actually, there's a date now too. They used to always.
They have a stamp on the side too.
Yeah, I know, but they've never did that before. I just noticed that. 3.3. So no, 3.8.
We are shy of a month.
Yeah, that's right. Shy of a
That is just...
Let's bring it there.
Dan.
Can we just
Turkey gravy.
Can we take a moment just to...
Thick.
Bro, that
Easy.
is... That's condensed cream of chicken.
Maybe baby food.
Yeah, that's something I'm pouring in for my chicken pot pie stew.
Yeah, there may be bits of poultry in here. We are not certain yet, but that is just a creamy...
Chicken and stars!
Make us strong! That is a creamy bit of... Look at the head on that. It's a creamy, foamy head.
See, here's the thing. Mine went down, but you can definitely...
You can swirl it back up because it's a quality beer.
It just keeps coming back.
Should we get a whiff?
Just keeps coming back. It's like the Terminator. The heads on Fidens beer is like the Terminator. They just keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming with an Energizer bunny. Yes.
We're cutting
Not
that
Terminator.
out. We're going to make a short out of it.
No.
Just coming and coming and coming and coming and coming.
All right. Let's dive in. Oh,
let's get a whiff first.
Get a whiff, yeah.
I can smell every one of the
Holy
hops you mentioned.
smokes, man.
Except for the last one.
Okay, so transparency. Had this beer.
Yes, we've had it.
But never really. I've just kind of drank it to drink it. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. We got some Fidens, and I just drank it to drink it. I didn't want to really...
Actually, this is one of the first beers I ever had.
Yes, me too.
Beer Tuber Palooza 2020.
1.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
No. 2.
0. What?
2. Last year was... No. 1. Last year was 2.
Yeah, we skipped a year.
Yeah, but Kyle brought it to the killer...
The first one we went
to. The killer Airbnb.
Yes, and I
the
think
crazy,
it was this, right?
Jason Voorhees pond.
Let's get it.
No, he brought some. Remember? Because I was like, oh my god, Fidens.
But we skipped a year. Wasn't that 20...
No, we didn't skip a year. They skipped a year. We didn't skip a year.
Okay, anyway. Oh my gosh, that is just dank, overripe orange.
Whew.
Like a bushel of dank, overripe oranges.
I'm just getting this overwhelming, like over the top, just like green pineapple passion fruit. Just over the top. It's just like, it's so saturated in hops. It's
Saturated is the correct word. It is hop saturated.
It smells so green. It smells so green.
So we also learned about this beer as we've gone along that you kind of got to let them sit for like 2-3 weeks. So I'd say this is in its prime.
Yeah.
Like,
let's find out.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oniony, vegetal, stinky, overripe peach, orange, pineapple fruit.
If you've never had a Fidens beer before, the first thing you probably notice on most of them, including this one, the mouthfeel is so soft and delicate and airy, almost to a meringue quality. And then the body is just, it's full, but this is almost, see, this one actually comes off a little less than full. Higher side of the medium, not quite full, but a little less than full. It comes off as decadent.
Okay. Yeah. It's so creamy and thick, where I completely agree with you, where it could almost be considered full, but that little bit of carbonation kind of breaks it up enough to dial it back a touch. It's so heavy with flavor.
And you almost get that, there's like a chalkiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very,
yeah.
They're just it's like the hops just kind of just lay on your tongue pretty heavy. Like it's
yeah.
It's so hard. It's dank, but it's very green, like fresh cut grass, and a bit of pine. But then on the back end, after all that, I get that nice fruity pop of that passion fruit and pineapple and citrus.
Like we talked about it before, where these beers fresh can be overly green. They can have that hop burn on them, but when they settle in, that green is still, there.
Yeah.
But it's so pleasant and it's heavy with flavor, and it lets you know that all those nuances are just hanging around while you enjoy every sip.
Speaking of the Terminator.
Oh, yes.
This terminates the palate. Like, what else? What are you drinking after this? Besides another one, what are you drinking? You guys sit there with like some water, some like crackers or something, because your taste buds. It just
for this.
It's all over. It ain't going nowhere. It's living rent free in your mouth.
It coats your entire palate in goodness.
If you like New England IPAs, this is probably one of the better ones.
It's one of the upper echelon beers. I mean,
and the fact that I just love the single hop beers too.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
You have to call that out because we've said it so many times during beer reviews. We love when an upper echelon brewery brews a single hop IPA, so it just really showcases that hop, and you get all the subtleties and nuances that you're supposed to get out of it. Yeah. It's pretty much Citra hop oil at this point.
You know what? I'm glad you even said that. It just brings it. It's hop oil. It's very perfumey on the palate too. It's an aromatic beer. It's very just all up in your schnoz.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It just encompasses every sensory that you have in your mouth and nose, and just overloads it with just pure hop goodness.
What about so Fidens is I think it's still considered a pretty it's a whale beer, it's a hype beer, it's a hype brewery.
For a lot of people, yeah.
And I know there's other regions that have their hype beers, hype breweries. It's weird when you drink a beer like this and you get the consistent quality where you're just like, oh, this is really good.
Right.
I want everyone to try this. Yeah. And meanwhile, someone else, some other area has their beer. We're like, this is so good.
See, here's the thing.
Try this.
We have other half FLX in our backyard.
Yeah.
You stop that. And Kyle has these guys in his backyard. We are so blessed.
This is a great reminder of exactly what you said, how blessed we are to be in this region for beer, for craft beer.
If your nickname is Juice Boy Johnny and you're classified as a haze boy,
shout out to Juice Bomb Sean over there for Quantum.
You're living your best life, YOLO. It's just every Drake reference you could think of, just living my best life.
I really, and in all seriousness, I make an honest effort to not take for granted how fortunate we are to live in an area like this with so much quality craft beer.
Yeah, this is
like, it's just really good.
What do you rate this? I give it a 4 or 5.
Man, I was gonna give it more than you, but you don't like that.
No, Mike. I don't want to hamper you. I want you to be you. What made me be your friend in the first place is because you were an individualist that loved Weezer.
I didn't want to be your friend in the first place because you were reading a book in that break room and you just pretty much ignored my existence. The point is, we've had a day.
Ups and downs.
And at the end of this day where we're trying to salvage
anger, sadness, happiness.
We've run the gambit of
depression.
Emotions, basically. I give this beer a 4.49 because I want Dan to have this one.
All right. All right, gang. Down below, all the links, social medias, YouTube, FLX Beer Reviews, Instagram, FLX Beer Reviews, Twitter, FLX Beer Reviews, Untappd, not FLX Beer Reviews. You got mine, you got his. Our individual links are down below. Leave us a message, shoot us an email.
Sure.
Bet you can't guess what our email is. FLXBeerReviews@gmail.
Not for nothing, tell us about hype beers in your area that you really like, that make you just enjoy life.
Yeah.
We'd like to know.
Unless you live in California and you have North Park, because you're going to make me sad by hearing about North Park.
Freaking Giles Arcade just over there. There's too much North Park.
That North Park is just so good. All right, gang. Yeah, we're out of here. Shout out to One Stop for procuring.
Yeah, thank you, One Stop. You freaking guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.